Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is BazzbeTV. I'm going to be ranking my Star Wars movies and the top best ones I like to the worst ones I like. I will be skipping these animated ones in this. There's like 11 movies I got to go through, so just ride with me. Obviously everybody's opinion is not going to be the same. Some people are going to horribly disagree with me. Sorry, it's just everybody has an asshole, everybody has an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. So let's go ahead and do this. Subscribe if you're new here. It would mean a lot to me. And let's go ahead and go and get into this. So we're going to start off with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This is the first Star Wars movie I ever seen in a theater. A lot of people say this movie sucks. A lot of people say this movie's boring. I kind of agree. I understand it was also made for like kids, I guess. It was made to sell toys. We did get some kick-ass Nintendo 64 games because of this. I love this movie. It's always going to have a special place in my heart. What can I say? I'm going to put it up there as great. It's obviously not the best, but this is my list. If you got a problem with that, make your own list. The next one we have, what is this, Clone Wars? Oof. So this one was arguably the worst Star Wars movie they ever made up until very recently when Disney made their purchase of Lucasfilms and they started doing their own Star Wars movies. There's just so much shit happens in this movie, man. Like, the dialogue is bad. Everybody knows it. The memes, everybody knows the prequels for the memes. And it's not a good movie. Like, a lot of the shit doesn't make any sense. So I will not say it is awful, because it has a lot of cool things in it. Like the whole Coliseum where all the Jedis go in there and fight. It's badass. The fight with Count Dooku at the end, that was cool. I did not like Yoda with the lightsaber. That was not cool. So I wouldn't say that this was just downright awful, because it's not. Was it unsatisfying? Yes. Yeah, I'll put it on C. What is this? The next one is Revenge of the Sith. This is arguably the best of the original prequels. It's kind of trying. I mean, it's not the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen. It's definitely not the best Star Wars movie I've ever seen. I'll say it's fine. You know, I obviously like The Phantom Menace more because I like Liam Neeson. I like Qui-Gon Jinn. Darth Maul was a cool-ass villain. General Grievous was cool, too. But he didn't really do much. So you have to watch, like, the cartoon series, the Clone Wars series, to know who he even was. Which I don't like that about movies. Like, you shouldn't have to do that just to watch a movie and be like, oh, I know who that is. You're just kind of like, who is that? So, let's see. Next one we have Star Wars, or as it's now known as A New Hope. It's original Star Wars. It was great. We're going to just put it up here in S tier because it was a great movie. It's what started the whole craze, but got everybody crazy for Star Wars. Everybody wanted Star Wars because of this. It's how we're going to roll, baby. Next is arguably the greatest Star Wars movie of all time, Empire Strikes Back. It's not my favorite of the original trilogy, but this one's definitely going to get S tier. Like, who are we kidding? Of course it's going to get S tier. It's pretty good. Like, it just leaves you on... The movie just ends with leaving you, like, sad. Like, you feel like there's really nothing that these guys can do to stop the Empire, which is good because it's the title, the Empire is Striking Back. Like, you feel like everything's just hopeless. Han's frozen in carbonite. I'm trying to think what else happened in that movie. Luke got his hand cut off. He found out Vader was his father. It just, come on. Lando, like, betrayed Han. You know, we're what else can I say? Next is Return of the Jedi. This is actually my personal favorite Star Wars movie. Do I think it's the best? No, absolutely not. It's actually the weakest of the original trilogy. So I'm going to go ahead and put that as A. It is still my favorite one. I love this one. There's a lot I could really dive into this one. Ewoks, I didn't care about the Ewoks. Never really bothered me. Okay, now we're starting with Disney. We got a couple more left, you guys. A couple more left. So, I guess we'll go ahead and get into, what was it, The Force Awakens? I did not care about this movie because it was basically just a rehash of A New Hope. I mean, it's definitely the best one that Disney's made so far. So I will put it up here as B for fine. I've seen the movie before already. I saw the movie when I was a kid before it ever got re-released because it's literally the same movie. Kylo Ren was very interesting. Rey is a Mary Sue. They kind of wasted Finn. Like, it's kind of cool that you have even though it shouldn't make any sense technically with the way stormtroopers are a thing, but it's kind of cool that you have a stormtrooper who joins the good guys, but they don't do anything with him, so it's like, you just wasted him. Oh God, here we go. We got the we got the last Jedi. I don't think it's the war. It's definitely the movie that divided the entire fan base, that just destroyed Star Wars, which I said this years ago on my Facebook. I used to say all the time that Disney was going to fuck up Star Wars way before they even started making the movies, whenever they first made the purchase, because I know, like, greedy assholes are going to do what greedy assholes want to do. They want to make a buck. They don't give a fuck about lore. They don't give a fuck about characters. And I called it. I knew they were going to do it. And the movie was just a fucking bombshell. Not the good kind. I don't think it was awful, because it did have a couple cool scenes. My favorite, I think the only real good scene I really even liked was the throne room fight, I guess. I mean, that's all I can really say about the movie, so I'm going to put it up there as unsatisfactory. Because it was not a good movie. I wouldn't say it was awful. Like, I'm not going to be that damn harsh. Because there was some things I enjoyed about it, but, you know. The Rise of Skywalker, fuck this movie. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It's going to go on awful. It is the worst one. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, the other one didn't make any sense either, but at least that one was, like, it kind of had something going on. This one didn't. It's a piece of shit. Fuck you, Disney. Fuck you in the ass with a cactus. Skipping, we're going to go to the spin-offs and shit now. I guess we're going to go ahead and go with the Rogue One. Rogue One, I'm going to have to say, was C rank. Because the movie's not good. The movie's not even cool. Like, the only good thing in that movie, the only reason people even talk about that movie is because of the Darth Vader scene at the end of the movie. That's literally fucking it. The only characters that you can even, off the top of your fucking head, tell me what their names are is Jin. Or what? You see, I don't even know her fucking name. Jin, I think it was it. The main character girl. That's it. Tarkin's in the movie too, but other than that, you can't even tell me what the people's fucking names are unless you look it up on Wikipedia. And I know if anybody who comments on this says anything, they're going to go to Wikipedia to find the names. So, I know what you're doing. So yeah, it's unsatisfactory. And it would be an awful if it wasn't for the Darth Vader scene at the end of the movie. Han Solo movie. This was just awful. It was no good. It should have never existed. Like all the Disney Star Wars movies, none of them should have existed. There's no stakes in it because you already know that Han's not going to die. You already know Chewbacca's not going to die. They're literally in the fucking series. It's a waste of time. There's a reason why it bombed. The Mandalorian, I have not seen it, but I'm going to put it as awful because everybody says the show is so good. But nobody talks about why. All anybody even discusses about the show is fucking Baby Yoda. And as somebody like me, that just tells me there's nothing worth watching. There's no reason for you to even go to get Disney Plus to watch this show because it just has Baby Yoda. And I don't need to pay money per month just to watch that. I can just get on Facebook and look at the Baby Yoda memes. Nobody says shit about The Mandalorian unless it has something to do with Baby Yoda. That's fucking it. So it's got to be bad. That's just how I see it. And There's the animated movies and shit, but I'm not going to even dive into that because I don't care. But this is my list. Everybody's opinion is going to be different. As I said, you're probably going to like certain ones better. You're probably going to disagree with me. Probably going to dislike this video because I didn't like The Mandalorian, or I'm not going to take the time to watch The Mandalorian, or I just don't like any of your favorite Star Wars movies, or I'm shitting on one. It just, whatever. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know. I think this is the last Star Wars video I will ever do because I'm kind of done with the franchise.